Dr. O, I'm about to put you on the spot, Dr. O. Listen, I need everybody to know, y'all heard it here first. I love me some Dr. O. So I'm putting her on the spot. She probably ain't in a position to go live. She probably gonna deny my live. Don't deny my live. Oh, don't deny my live. You better get right. I'm gonna give you a second to get right. Get your wig tight. I'm giving you a second to get your wig tight, O. But you gotta go live with me, O. I want everybody to follow her too. Dr. O is the shiznait. There she go. There she go.
I'm looking like a Hoover emperor.
There she go.
Yo, this is why you don't love on emperors. You can't love on emperors. They will force you into greatness.
Yes,
and you're looking like a Hoover from Whoville. No makeup, no money.
No, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Super intelligent, gorgeous. What's going on, love?
Hey, King, I'm watching you. I love the way you are on Instagram. Why are we on Clubhouse?
Because, I don't know, because everybody, sometimes Instagram hates
We've been to tear up Insta. I like you on Instagram.
Instagram be hating on me sometimes. A lot of times. So we went over to Clubhouse. We talk our trash over at Clubhouse.
This is my son.
How you doing, youngin?
I'm good. How are you? He hates me. He's like, Mama, please leave me alone.
Young
but
kitty.
No, you're really, really amazing. Like, you do this. I mean, I'm just in awe every time I freaking see you. And I'm just over here like, I'm loving your smile. And condolences to that brother, though. I don't want to roll over that. Wow. But I see you smiling. I'm just like, I'm smiling and I'm just looking crazy. Y'all see my toothpaste because I had a pimple.
Are you sure that's your pimple? What is you doing, lady? Listen.
I had a pimple. It's gone now.
Lord,
it's gone.
Lord. Okay.
But anyway.
Okay. So will you please tell these people, because they, some of them don't know you because they don't have iPhones, so they not over in Clubhouse, so they don't know how brilliant you actually are. So can you please say something brilliant?
This is why you don't befriend Black people. I will say this. First, I'll have to start off with giving respect and honor to you, because just in the time that I've known you, so I got to have a conversation with you 3 years ago, but the impact that I've had just over the last 3 weeks or month or whatever it's been, it seems like forever, but I just have to give honor because the way you decide to speak to people and you break things down to the least common denominator is just brilliance, and the creativity and how you open up my mind. So there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on. There's a lot of family heritage. Our great-great-great-grandfather, he came over from the West Indies. He purchased a slave from Barbados named Sarah, and then he bought West Point, Texas. So to this hour, we own a huge amount of a portion of Texas. We don't know the value, ML. So when you speak to us about certain things and you teach us certain things, we don't even know what we're sitting on. But if I sit down with you for a moment and just give you like where I'm at and just give you a couple of things, you can like blow that in 100x it or 100 million times it, like way beyond what I've been given. So there's a lot of stuff that I didn't even know that I've been sitting on because it's in the family and we move as a family. But when I hear you speak and I see the heiress that you've created, and just knowing that my children are heirs, that young man right there, 780 credit score, awesome BMW, construction company, 19 years old. Like, it's just like, but I'm not thinking at all. I'm working, I'm grinding. So I've been cash, cream, and I'm all cash, which is not negative. But we both know that the value of the dollar is just, it's not there. And when Tupac was talking about he's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, he was basically catapulting into the future. And he was speaking prophetically because the yuan is what we call our USD to the yuan is 15 cents. So he's trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. That was a spoken word like from a long time ago, right? They thought he was on a hustle and he was talking about revelation. So, but when I get to connect with someone like yourself and your entire team, So the one thing I love about you and what I have, your team actually got on my call today, and all my people were treating me like your people treat you. And I was like, oh my God, Virgo power, Virgo power. But no, but I was like, just seeing the way that you move, and you don't move without making sure that those that are connected to you are also in a position to do what it is that you do, not like you, but because of you. So I just wanted to give homage there. But in that, it opened me up that our family's been moving like that, but we didn't have a you. And we didn't have none of your platforms. We didn't have any of the technology or any of the automation or any of that stuff. So I'm just in awe. So I can't shock people without having the shock effect of ML billion in my life. So I'm just excited because I have a lot of stuff and I don't know what to do with it. And so I have to be honest and humble myself that we have a lot of blessings and a lot of wealth that we don't know nothing about. And then here comes a person like yourself who doesn't, I mean, you welcome that I may not know anything about it just so you can show me what to do with it. So I just have to say that our family, we're sitting on those rocks and those goals, but we don't know what to do with it. So thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. I got you, Queen, and I'm excited, to be able to just show and help you build, your power economic structure. Other queens actually drop that, that wording, and that's really what I'm working to help, our people get to a point where we understand how to build power economics within our family, how to turn and transition our families into the bank, if you will. And then from there, when our families start to unite as a collective whole, it just allows for us to really be able to move this thing forward as a collective. But right now, for long as I'm operating as an individual, or you're operating as an individual, and the members of your family are individuals, we're splintered, and being splintered, we're not powerful. But the minute and the moment that we actually all come together collectively, and it's not about me trying to take advantage of you or you trying to take advantage of me, I'm trying to make money off you, you trying to make money off me. It's about us actually being able to create a system, that allows for the money to continue to cycle within our structure, if you will, before it ever goes out.
Yeah.
So when the money's going out, it becomes leakage.
And that's one thing that you've taught me, how to secure the boat, how to secure the bag, how to 10X it, because you are in market, right? Some people are walking around like a bank, and that's great. But you're like an entire market. So it's like a whole other level. And when we were on with Elon Musk last night, I'm like, ML can do that. ML can. Every time I talk to people, like I'm talking to Grant Cardone, ML can do that. I'm talking to whoever, ML can do that. And it's just, listen, you talk about pride in a person's heart and mind, and you said something so prolific, and I want to speak this word for our people. In slavery, whatever it was, because we know we can go hours on that, but one point in slavery, one key point that they did, besides a billion other 50 gazillion things to us, one thing they made sure of is that they don't mind us working together. Matter of fact, they need us working together. What they took away was our ability to think together. And because we don't think together, and we're thinking on different energies and different frequencies and different wavelengths, they know that's going to cause problems. They know there will be trust issues. And I sent you something today, basically, do you trust me? And it was like a hard yes. Like, what are you talking about? That's very rare, first of all. And then secondly, are we thinking together? Do we think alike? And so now I'm in this mode like, dang, I think like this person. I think like the people that he's connected to. I think like his platform. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I think like you. And so they took away our ability to think together, knowing that our consciousness in our heart, in our mind, is the key to everything that you are now establishing. So then you're a threat to them. And really, that is a sign that they're a threat to us. And so I love that you're removing those threats within each individual person so that they can be in a position in their family to go back to thinking together. That's what you've established. And that's why people are like, it's overwhelming. It's so much. It's like, no, it is thoughts coming together. And that can be very dangerous to the right people. And that can be very dangerous to the wrong people. So you've weaponized something that isn't necessarily even a weapon. All you did was restore our thought processes together. And I'm just like, where did he come from? Help us, Lord. I told everybody last night, y'all remember that movie Coming to America? Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Because it is beautiful to see you bringing thoughts collectively. It's a powerful thing. It's stressful. is frustrating, but it is so rewarding. And I'm just like really, really excited about everything that you say and do. So when you talk about that collective, you live it. And I honestly have not been living it on that level, even though I've been collecting what I can. And so I just appreciate your platform and everybody on your team, and even all the people that are just now coming in. Their lives are being changed, overwhelmed and all. So thank you.
It is definitely my pleasure. And one of the reasons why I put out as much as I did and I have and I do is because I wanted to create blockchain technology when it came to knowledge. The thing is that, is that in past, very, very powerful men, have been at a point of where they've been removed, and they've been removed because they were the power, they were the thought, they were the mind. But if you actually transition and you put it out so everybody can do it, everybody has the similar thought, the similar mind, and so on and so forth, then now you've created decentralized, thinking, decentralized functionality, but it's all functioning in a centralized capacity, if you will, where everybody's moving in the same direction. Everybody has the same thoughts, and now it's no longer an area to where, again, listen, people can sit and tell you all day long, oh, Billion is, he's a scam, and he's this and he's bad. And okay, all of that doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter. Everything that you sitting and saying doesn't matter. Do you have the information? Do you have the knowledge to be able to take action with the information and knowledge that you have? If the answer is yes, then Billion doesn't matter. And the minute that Billion no longer matters, if you will, then Billion has completed the mission, because now I don't have a whole bunch of people stuck on the tit. I got a bunch of individuals that have the capability of coming together as one collective, and they're not trying to take each other, take something from each other, if you will. They're working to build each other collectively, and now they go throughout this world, throughout this country, if you will, almost like I would call it a plague, but it's a good plague. Oh no, there are good plagues and good epidemics, and so that's what you represent. And one thing that you said that I wanted to touch on was the people saying the things, the negative connotations. First of all, I've never heard anything negative about you, but I know somebody will send you something. No. Well, it hadn't happened, and I'm crazy, right? So I'm crazy, so I'm a warrior, and so everybody knows to leave me alone. But the key is that I have not ever heard that, but I do know for a fact that it has happened to you, because it's happened to me, and it always comes from those who we are helping, and it always comes from those who we've helped the most. And so I'm okay with it, hearing that. But one thing that I love about what you said, Elon Musk, when he was speaking from his heart, and he was talking about how everyone was saying the same about him, it literally gave him the fuel to go 50 times harder, right? And not to compare you to him, it was just a matter of hearing these people that that everybody relies on. People literally rely on the information you have to fulfill family dreams and unlock family generations and estates and stuff that they don't know nothing about. And they rely on you, people like yourself, and you're going to get all that negative information, and all you do is you continue to move harder. I've seen you pull people on stage who were having just a very difficult time with themselves, trying to take it out on you, and you let them get it out because you knew that had nothing to do with you. Just like in that movie, The Book of Eli, when Eli had to carry that book, he couldn't even stop when a person was being mauled and mangled. He had to keep moving forward because he wasn't here for all of that. So I just love the way that stuff rolls off of you. And if it ever gets too hard, you can call me or whoever you need to call. But for the most part, I love your stature and the way you continue, because your information is more wealthier than all this BS anyway. So I'm just like, it's just inspiring. I'm just going to sit up here and boost up your head the whole time we're talking. Listen, don't worry. You want to call me looking like a who from Whoville, and you want to call me. I'm just saying, you called the right person, though. But I just really, really love where we are, because we're in a perfect position, a perfect storm, a perfect opportunity, and a person like yourself. My whole goal and my purpose is of wealth, but my goal and purpose with you specifically is to make sure that people see you in the light that you came here for as much as possible. And for those who want to act like they don't see it, we're going to shut our eyes on them. I don't care if they can't see us. We don't see you.
So don't worry about them. And so I just love where you stand. And I want to see more people in even higher places get to the information that you have because they think they're doing something. Everybody, somebody, till somebody walks in the room. And so when you come in, you literally shut that thing down every time. And all the women that I know that have heard your voice, have witnessed your stature, they all have been touched to no end. And they want their whole family involved in what you have going on. And that's why I know for a fact that what you have and what you're doing is proper. So I'm really excited. Like, I'm so excited. Me and my sister, we worked hard to be millionaires. And both of us are like, we're millionaires and we're stressed out. And I was like, how do we get to the next level, though? That's cute to say. That's through food stamps and welfare and homelessness, right? So, but now it's time for us to go to another level. So we've got to stay focused, but we're doing it together as a family. And that's what I love about your program is that you encourage that and you live that. And that's how you operate. And it's just, oh God, whatever you like.
You funny. How did you get through the difficulties that you've dealt with in life in getting started and obviously again you've had individuals be at a point to where they've thrown mud at you and so on and so forth. How did you get through all of that stuff?
Oh my God, Emil, I'm a happy person by nature. I'm gonna always be smiling and laughing until I'm not, right? But because you've heard me ring out. But for the most part, I have to honestly say God. I have to say God. My family obviously has given us the spiritual support. We always knew that we were connected spiritually. I have visions and dreams, and I can see stuff and hear stuff before it happens and all that cute stuff. But even in that, I had to have a source that I went to. And I just honestly have to put that back on God. And even in the Bible, in John chapter 10, verse 34, it says, "Are you not God?" And for some reason, ever since I was a little girl, I just thought that I was also God, right? And so I lived with that principle that when I was homeless for 3 years and like you, sleeping on boxes and taking showers in restrooms at the gas station. And, my birthday presents from my friend were hotel rooms so I could have a place to stay. And, living out of my car and having 3 jobs. So I wasn't, without my wows. I'm modeling with Keisha Cole and Brandy, and I'm walking around talking to Jazzy Faye and all this. Homeless as hell, working for T.I. and Grand Hustle and Gucci Mane. Homeless as I want to be, right? And I never allowed my circumstance to get in the way of what my purpose and what God called me was, even when I didn't know what that purpose was. And there was a young lady last night, God rest her soul. God bless her soul and put rest to the energy that she was putting out there. And she did calm down because the whole family got together and we all calmed her down, right? In love. But I remember wanting to tell her something that helped me was never allow your anger to go past your bank account. Even when my bank account was in the negative, I never allowed my anger to go past my bank account. I never disrespected a man. I always had respect for men. You make me mad, take a walk. I'm upset with you, take a walk. By the time I come back with you, I'm going to give you the energy that you deserve and you need, even when you are not operating properly. So I kept those 2 principles, right? Never let my anger go past my bank account and always respect the men in my life. It brought me more love from women. It also showed me the key because we all come from you. We grow in our mothers, but we come from you. You are the giver, the life giver, the seed planter, and we come from you. So how are we going to disrespect you? Even when I don't like you, I'm going to respect you and love you and give you honor. You're going to get this work, but we're going to work it out. But I'm never, ever going to raise my voice, cuss, go through your phone, and do all this crazy stuff. Imagine practicing those principles homeless when men were acting stupid, right? And trying to charge me up and treat me wrong. And if I come in there, I'm going to have sex and all this other weird stuff. And I still respected them. That was hard because they deserve to be cussed out. But nevertheless, I always kept those 2 principles with me everywhere I went, knowing that I was connected to a higher source outside of myself. And that's what really got me through, respecting people, right? And then on the other side of that, when I saw others going through it, never judging and really building them up. And I told you, you and I are the kind of people that would never walk past the homeless to go into our mansion. It's just ridiculous. Now, you're not coming in my mansion, bruh. But I'm not going to walk past you either, right? Because you got to work to get up in here. So there were just some founding principles from God and straight wisdom. I said wisdom is my favorite form of currency. You understand? So it was hard. I mean, it was really, really hard. It was challenging, hard, stressful, and all that. But I have to admit that it was God that got me through those principles and just some of that human connection that kept me straight while I was going through what I was going through. And I'm still going through stuff, right? But it's at higher levels. And I like it because I have people like yourself and other people that I'm being connected to. And I don't have to do this by myself. Stop trying to do it by yourself, Black women. Stop trying to do it by yourself, sister. Strong woman.
So now you're someone that you've helped a lot of people make millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, maybe billions.
Like a fool. No, I'm just playing.
So, one, how did you get into that type of network to where you linked with those types of people that, you know, had that type of money to even be at a stage of investing and so on and so forth? Because I know this is something that a lot of people, you know, are always at a point of wondering. And then the next component is that, you know, as you help these different people make, you know, a lot of money, you know, you made money as well, but obviously, you know, not nearly to the extent of what they made. So, you know, can you kind of like describe that particular area of one, how did you get into those types of network with people? And then two, you know, how did you deal with the fact that maybe you helped somebody else make a massive amount of, you know, capital, and then, you know, you didn't make nearly what it is, but your ability to be able to catapult off of that?
Nice. Yeah, soft skills, straight up soft skills. There's a book called How to, what is it, Win Friends, and how to
is it Win Friends, Influence Enemies, or something like that?
Basically how to
influence enemies and win friends, or something like that.
Something like that, right? So there, I have not read the book, obviously, but there's a book. Anyway, the book is based off of soft skills. I do encourage people to study soft skills, research soft skills, emotional intelligence. I'm a sapiosexual, so everything about me is intellectual. My money, my emotions, everything, my spiritual, everything's on an intellectual level, right? I'm a brainiac and just a little bitty nerd. And so within that nerdness, I learned emotional intelligence and soft skills. So when we say how, being able to identify where a person really is versus what they appear to be, and also respecting their appearance as well. So the millionaires and billionaires that I've been flying into my city since 2011, they liked my personality. They liked something about me. There was an attraction. Besides the fact that I'm kind of cute, you know what I mean? But like, just on the other side of that, I actually have a heart, and I allow myself, like even now, ML Billion contacting me, whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna stop, drop, and do whatever he needs me to do out of all due respect for whatever he's trying to do. I actually have been blessed with that kind of time. And even though looking like a who from Whoville, I'm not gonna go and get cute and pretty to get on Instagram. We have people's lives to save. And my cuteness, again, remember my emotions. So I said that to say, whenever these other people that are in high financial status see someone like that, they're like, oh, she can get me to my next level. So really, a true coach, let's be clear, a real coach is using your talents and skills to win. That's what a coach does. They see your skill set and your talent so they can win. A coach also pulls out of you and identifies skills and talents that you naturally have that they can amplify. So I started allowing them to coach me, and that makes them feel so great beyond ego. The respect level that doggone this person listens, she applies, she has soft skills, she's respectful. I can send her and I don't have to go. I don't have to call her, check on her, worry about her. All that stuff I wipe clean. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna get with somebody, because there's a many a day like Dr. O. I did not ask you to cuss out the room. I just asked you to ask a question, but you went and did the fool. So there are days where I've had my mentors call me, but for the most part, they knew I was doing it on the behalf of the platform, on behalf of what I wanted. So I really want to push soft skills, especially in the Black community. We've got this angry Black woman thing going. I'm a happy, they call me a blonde and goofy and all. I got bullied all through school because I'm not going to be crying and throwing and slinging mud because you're mad because so-and-so didn't look at you. I don't have that in my body. A billion women couldn't touch my pinky toe, so I could care less about what you're going through. But in my mindset, I always was blessed with soft skills, and that was a true gift from God to have those soft skills. And so I encourage people to study soft skills, study emotional intelligence, because other than those two things, I honestly couldn't tell you why I was able to connect with who I was able to connect with but yet people saw something in me. And God told me, stop shining your light, just direct it. I never shine my light. So, like, once I met an ML Billion, you're not going to see me running around here with all these other people. I'm going to put my focus directly on him and let him do whatever it is he's here to do in my life. And I stay that focus, and I gain respect from that. Because I'm not looking at every single, there's, Tyrese, oh my God, there's, Damon John. Like, nah, bro, like, I'm going to stay focused. And when people saw that, they were like, oh my God, you're so rare. And then I said, well, let me teach other people how to do that. So I'm a confidence expert. I'm not going to help you get money. I'm going to help you get confidence. ML can help you with that. And I started learning my role. A lot of people don't know their role, ML. Play your role.
How would somebody link with you with regards? Because I know there's a lot of people on here right now that what you just got finished hitting on, they like, I need that. What do they need to do? Do you have is it a service? Is it something that what they got to do in order to get with you? I'm telling you right now, everybody on here is like, yo, I need that.
They're gonna go to Billion Private Banking. We got one focus, King. We got one focus, one aim. This is all love. They're gonna come through what they're here for. They'll come on your platform and they get access to me because I'm here to support the entire platform and make sure that this man has what he needs. So to be quite honest with you, I'll help where I can help at through the people. I don't need direct contact because this is all a family ordeal. And for me, I can't afford to do the one-on-ones because I don't have the energy for that. But what I can say is anything that I have going on, anybody is able to jump on. Like it's all love. It's all family. And I'm that person that you can come to on anything that I'm doing and you have a voice and you can get to know me. And I tell people, stop wanting attention and personal one-on-one attention all the time. Pick up what I'm doing through my actions. Animals know to do this, right? There's a dog. She had 3 legs and all her puppies had 4 legs, but she had 3 legs. And all the puppies started limping because their mama had 3 legs. So just pick up what I'm doing and do what I'm doing. And that's what these brothers have taught me. Wealth whispers. It ain't a whole lot of chit chat in these rooms. Do you have $1 million? Do you want 10 million? Do you have $4 million? Do you want 80 billion? Like, it's real simple math and logic. So I just tell people if they want to connect, stay connected to ML because that's what I'm doing. I swear to promise. That's exactly what I'm doing. That young man y'all just saw, he's connected. My daughter said, is that ML Billion that you're talking to? Shut up. Get out of my business. What are you talking about? I hear his name. So she's already thinking, what's $1 billion? And, it's just watch what I'm doing because I'm staying connected to what God has pointed me to. And I really do want to help people through my actions more than anything. This talking is great. It's called wealth therapy. But, I just want people to take action on with this man right here because everybody that comes to me, this is where I'm pointing them to. And the mic drops.
I'm like, okay. Boom.
Virgos.
Virgo season.
Virgo season. And, whose season are we in?
I don't know whose season we in, but Virgo season.
F your couch.
Every season. F your couch. Every season, Virgo season. That is too funny. Wow. Okay. Well, Queen, I greatly appreciate you. And I know that there's individuals on here right now that you've changed, the perspective, of their lives, if you will. And to me, that's something that I see in you, that area, that level of greatness. Just in the fact that, you talk about me stepping into a room, you stepping into a room, and your ability to be able to deliver in a manner to where everyone can comprehend, what it is that you're sitting and saying, the ability to be, vulnerable when one needs to be vulnerable, but that ability to also, I'll punch all of y'all in y'all face if y'all don't act right, is needed and is necessary in this world of, hey, I am pushing to become a multi-millionaire. Hey, I am pushing to be a multi-billionaire. And this is the thing that I've been trying to describe to everybody, is that everyone on here has the same capabilities of being able to get to wherever it is that they want to get to. If you want to be, at a Dr. O status, you have the same capabilities. You ML billion status, you got the same capabilities. The only thing that you actually have to do is just follow the steps, step by step by step. It's like, people ask me all the time, will you mentor me? And I'd be like, did you sign up for Billion Private Banking? No. How do I do that? Did you go to the link in my bio? Did you click on the link in my bio, sign up for Billion Private Banking, and then you can link with me. I got people sending me deals and stuff, right? They're sending me deals, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, you're sending me all of these deals, and then you're upset because I might not necessarily be at a stage of linking with you with regards to these deals. And I'm like, the people that are in my program, those are the people that I get with first. They're the individuals that that took the step that was necessary in order to be able to progress forward. So I have to give them that preferential treatment type situation, because they started the process of understanding us having the same language. I think that's something, Queen, I think a lot of times people really miss, is that when we're sitting and we're talking business and you don't speak the same language that I speak, do you know how difficult that is to talk to somebody that don't speak the same language? Man, Emil, I have to say that I got to make an appeal, because what you just said is so powerful. And I really want to appeal to my sisters. And this is actually about to help the brothers. So y'all going to be very happy what Dr. O is going to say. When women want to get the attention of a man, all you have to do is get in front of his focus. Where is he focused? When you want to get the attention of a man, because remember, he has family responsibilities and ego and life and hardships and all this other stuff that he's having to sift through. And he's got to focus, especially entrepreneurial style men. And even men in corporate America are still entrepreneurial style men. They're still forward thinking. And they've got a directive, and they need to get there. They don't think with the same brain in the same spaces that we think. So what women can do, why they're called help meets and or cohorts, what we can do is just get in front of what he's focused on. What is his focus? Find out his focus immediately and get in position of his focus. A lot of women don't want to know their place in their role because they don't want to be, all this other stuff. But when you do that and you get in front of his focus and he sees you in his eye line, he gonna look at you, because, men are aesthetic beings. They love beauty. They love things that get that adrenaline out of their body, and they love anything that can charge them up. Men need a charge. And if you're behind him and you're running around chasing him, or all on the side of him and all distracted everywhere, and you're not in front of his focus, what makes you think that he's going to want to focus on you? The moment he has to turn his head, baby, we lost $1 billion that day. The moment he turned his head, we lost a 6-figure deal or contract or opportunity, because he's having to do all this over here. And the woman comes in to come and straighten his head and be his blinders. So she keeps him focused in the forefront. So get in front of him, and then that's when you're going to catch his attention. Same thing in business. If you want, and when you want, not if, but when you want the attention of somebody outside of your range, or you want the attention of somebody all on you, get in front of them. And the only way